Hello, and welcome to the Carson Master Plan Workshop number 3. My name is Zachary Meeting, and I'll be your host for this presentation. The purpose of the Recreation Community Services Master Plan is to provide a guide and an implementation tool for the management and development of parks and recreation facilities over the next 5, 10, and 15 years in the future. The document that we're developing is based on local community needs and information provided throughout our workshop series that we hear from the community. The process is broken down into 5 steps. First, we went through all of the recreation facilities to collect the inventory and find out what exists within the city of Carson. After that, the most important part, we reached out to the community to find out what their desires are in recreation facilities and programs throughout the city. Combining those two creates the needs analysis, where we balance the equation of what the community has and what the community wants. After that, we create the recommendations and pair those with funding and implementation strategies for the future. And what is a 10-month timeline? We're coming to the close of our outreach process here. The final steps of this process will be to develop the needs assessment, package the report and presentation material, and deliver it back to the community through council and commission presentations. Another part of our background research includes the demographics. In 2021, we see that the population was reaching just under 100,000 people. We also look at the age distribution of the community, and we see the community ages from 35 to 64 make up 39% of that population. We also compare the population information to the county averages, and we see that there's an inverse relationship here to the county average, where the city of Carson has a greater population of senior adults, as well as a lower population of youth in compared to the county. Another element that we look at is the inventory of parks facilities. We find that the city has 16 parks distributed throughout the community, 4 public swimming pools, 5 community recreation centers, 1 county park with a swimming pool, 1 county golf course, 12 activity meeting rooms, and 1 skate park. We map out all of the facilities so we can see just what amenities and recreation opportunities exist to the community throughout the city of Carson. This way, as we hear information from the community, we can pair it with what exists within their neighborhoods and what might need to be included as we start to develop further recreation facilities in the future. That community engagement includes stakeholder interviews, sports organization questionnaires, community workshops, both live in person as well as through video recordings such as this one, statistically valid surveys, as well as a project website. If you're seeing this video as part of the survey process, I encourage you to take the survey and share your thoughts and ideas on Carson Parks and Recreation in the future. If you're watching this video outside of the survey window, you can still go to the project website at carsonsurvey.com and click on the feedback button. There, you can share your thoughts and ideas on any information that you would like to share with us or ideas you may have in terms of future parks and recreation facilities. We've had a great turnout of participants during this process. Through stakeholder interviews, website views, feedback submittals, sports organization surveys, and the workshops as well as multimodal survey, we've seen a tremendous amount of community support coming out to share their thoughts and ideas on this project. Looking at the data from the multimodal survey, we can see participants identify how they get their information, whether it's from Google or city searches, also how often they utilize parks and recreation facilities, at least monthly, their satisfaction level with landscape and building maintenance division across the city of Carson, as well as how often they participate in recreation programs. This information is important to us to start to get a feel for how people recreate within the city of Carson. Our first community workshop was held from February 16th to March 2nd. It started with a live workshop presentation with the community, followed by a video presentation and then an online survey. Receiving almost 100 completed surveys, we also see a good distribution of residents participating from across the community. As part of the Workshop 1 information that we solicited from residents included what are the community characteristics that make Carson a great place to live, work, and play? What are the issues or trends that might be negatively impacting those great community characteristics? And what role can Parks and Recreation Department do in support of those great community characteristics and start to address those negative issues or trends? For our second community workshop, it was held at 4 separate locations: March 3rd at Foysa Park, March 17th at Stevenson's Park, March 30th at Dolphins Park, and then April 12th at Veterans Park. Completing over 206 surveys, we see again a good distribution of community members sharing their thoughts and ideas for this workshop effort. Some of the questions we asked participants of Workshop 2 were what park they visit the most, and what do they do when they visit those parks. What we've heard is Hemingway, Stevenson's, and Dominguez parks are some of the top visited parks. What people do when they visit those parks are participate in organized sports led by an instructor, as well as self-led recreation and recreation activities such as walking, picnicking, nature viewing, passive amenities. This information helps us identify what people are doing within the parks and how we might support future recreation efforts. As part of Workshop 2, we asked participants what park feature or recreation facility they would like to see added or improved. And what we heard from the participants was pickleball courts, dog areas, dog parks, playgrounds, swimming pools, workout equipment, gym, picnic areas, recreation indoor activities, as well as many more. All of the information is gathered and summarized. These are simply the top responses we've heard to date. However, any response is welcome as we go through this process. Another question we asked during Workshop 2 was what program, class, or activity you would like to see most added or improved within the city. And what we heard, some of the top items were pickleball classes, tournaments, fitness classes, aquatics, dance, sports classes, concerts, events, and many, many more. In addition to the workshops and the multimodal surveys and our other outreach events, the online project website has had over 2,900 views to date and has 36 feedback comments. If there is additional information you want to share with us and the design team, you can click on that feedback button at any point in time and share your direct ideas, thoughts on programs, facilities, or anything in general in terms of parks and recreation within the city of Carson. We would love to hear your information and thoughts and ideas. Thank you very much for watching this presentation. I look forward to hearing your thoughts and ideas in creating the voice for the community of Carson for the future of parks and recreation. I encourage you to go to carsonsurvey.com, take the feedback survey, take the online workshop number 3 survey, and share it with your friends and family and local residents.